Thank you, Marge. Thank you, Connected Community. I would like to share with you why I am running and what are the core values that I relate to and has put me in a position to be able to make the decision that I'm ready to serve you. I can summarize those in 5 core values. Number 1, strong family values. Number 2, my long and active commitment to community. Number 3, my political mentality, which is fiscally responsible and socially progressive. My success in building prosperity from ground up is the 4th element. And the final element is a solid education. I believe these 5 put together over the last 36 years when I came to Canada as a visa student is going to put me in a position to be able to serve you and earn the privilege, the honor, and the right of representing this beautiful riding and its constituents under the Liberal banner. So let me start with my family values. I am 54 years old. I came to Canada about 36 years ago as a visa student. In 1985, I was privileged to be offered the opportunity to become a permanent resident, and in 1987, I had the honor of earning the right of the citizenship in Canada. This is the right that I cherish. This is the right that I will fight for no matter what. I met my wife some 26 years ago, yes, in Canada. We got married 25 years ago, and I'm honored to say that she's kept me around for that long. So I must be doing something right. I'm a father of 2. My daughter is 22 years old, and she's actually going on 35. She's quite active academically and socially and politically. She's on her last year of applied health science at the University of Waterloo. My son Milad is 16 and he's attending Jean Manier Catholic High School. She's good standing, grade 11, and she's quite active in sport and politics. I've had the honor and the privilege of residing in Richmond Hill since 1999. Before that, I lived 10 years in Thornhill, but I did all my social activities and business activities in Richmond Hill. We have, over the last 26 years, developed a passion for Richmond Hill. Let's move into some of my community engagement. My community engagement with Canada actually goes back to the early 1980s, when I came here as a visa student. I saw the challenges that some of the ethno-cultural students had in being able to easily integrate into our academic system. So to that extent, I started the student council for some of the new students, from some of the newcomers that came in. We helped them with preparing for their classes and making sure that they make the right choice for their courses. I also facilitated collaboration among many different student councils, specifically between Ryerson, University of Toronto, and York University. And we facilitated a lot of multicultural exchange events. I take pride in helping newcomers to settle into the Canadian lifestyle. I received a lot of them at the airport. I brought them to my home. I helped them to place their children in school. I helped them with translation. I helped them with getting job interviews, and I helped them with going to different government departments and getting the help that's needed. One of the things that I especially pride myself in is on my first job as a project engineer at a company. I managed to help a lot of students to a very different approach and the newcomers. We actually formed a group that we gave them jobs that we did not have the capability to be able to handle inside. And that helped the families not only settle, but also get some Canadian experience. My community involvement did not end there, and I continue getting people integrated into the society. I met my wife in 1990, and over the next 20 years, I made a point of focusing on building a strong portfolio and helping people integrate. My political philosophy, as I indicated, is fiscally responsible and socially progressive. I believe that our government and our elected officials have a duty to ensure that, first and foremost, we represent you and your voice in Ottawa. We have to be held accountable for receiving first-class services, delivering first-class services for the taxes that we collect. And I fight for a Canada that considers the middle class and small businesses at its core of strength, cares about our seniors, veterans, treats all equally, recognize the rights of our Indigenous people, and present hope and growth for generations to come. I'm going to ask for another 2 minutes because I like to touch on my apology. I'm going to touch on my
quickly.
So I have over 30 years of experience. I helped startup companies to multi-billion-dollar companies. I was a senior manager at Apotex Pharmaceutical, a director at Alcatel Canada Wire and Cable, senior manager at Cantalk Business System, and a senior manager at Deloitte Consulting. As mentioned, when I started my consulting firm in 2007, I made a point of focusing my attention more locally and allow me to further strengthen my ties to Richmond Hill. I am an industrial engineer. I hold an MBA from Schulich School of Business, and I'm a former CMA, CMC, and a PhD. But really, what does all of these mean? All of these means that on October 19, you have a choice to make. The choice, in my opinion, is not about which government or which political party is going to give you another 2% under this tax break and another infrastructure investment, or how we're going to take care of certain issues. The choice is about what kind of Canada do you want to see? What kind of Canada do you want to stand under its flag? And I believe that the liberal values will help us to bring the Canada that I cherish, the Canada that gave me all the opportunities for growth, professional development, and personal development. We need to bring that Canada back, and we need to make sure that everyone gets a fair chance of doing that. In closing, I commit to you that I will do my talking by listening first, be a strong voice in Ottawa, work very hard to open a multilateral communication channel between Ottawa, Ontario, Richmond Hill, and our community, represent the constituency regardless of cultural, religious, and political views, and finally, hold the government accountable for all promises made. I believe I come to you proven and ready to lead and serve. Together, we can build a better Richmond Hill. On October 19, I ask for your vote. God bless you. God bless Richmond Hill. God bless